Parents, I'd like to thank you for all the support you've given the school over the last few months. They've been very testing times, and I know for many families they've been very difficult. The purpose of this video this morning is to help tell you about the changes we're going to make to ensure that we can keep the children as safe as possible following the government's instructions to open the school after half term. Reception, Year 1 and Year 6 are going to be invited to come back after half term. Later, Mrs. Burke is going to show you how we have plans to ensure that your children are as safe as possible. It will be vital that parents follow the rules and procedures that we've put into place, and we'll be spending time with the children showing them as well. So that we can plan effectively, it will be vital that you book a place at least 2 days before you plan for your child to arrive in school. We will not be able to take children who just turn up at school, because as I'm sure you can imagine, planning the small groups is very, very important. This week you'll be getting calls from members of staff who will ask you whether or not you want your child to come to school. If you say no, you will then have to wait till after half term, tell us again, book it within 2 days, we will try and sort a place for your child. To ensure that all the children arrive safely and leave safely at the end of the day, we'll be having different times for starting and different times for finishing for reception, Year 1 and Year 6. And Mrs. Burke will explain that later in the video. One of the things we know is important is that children wear clean clothes every single day, and you might not have enough school uniform for that. So we're suggesting if you don't or you run out of uniform, children can come in normal clothes, but they must be sensible. Clothes that they can wear outside, trainers, sensible shoes, no flip-flops, party clothes, no suits and ties, clothes that they will be comfortable in, that you can wash very quickly and put on the next day if needed. And reception will be entitled to their universal free school meal, so you won't need to worry about that. In Year 6, you will need to let the office know whether or not you intend to bring a packed lunch, pay for your dinner, or your child is entitled to free school meals. Alongside lunches, we're asking that every child brings a water bottle with them with their name written on it. You can get them from local shops, the supermarkets, fairly cheaply. That must be taken home every day, washed thoroughly and brought back with fresh water in the next day for them. Lots of children have borrowed a laptop during this period. They need to bring that laptop back to school when they come on the first day after half term. That means they'll be able to complete some of the online work that's been planned for all the other children as well. What's very, very important, it's vital, is that you follow the procedures and rules set out by the school. We need your children to be willing to come to school. If they're in reception or Year 1, we will not be able to take the children off you. They have to walk into the school building on their own. We also ask that you phone the office if you need to speak to teachers, that you follow the social distancing rules that are put into place. It's important that we work together and we make sure that our community is safe as it can possibly be. Thank you very much. Mrs. Burke.
We've made quite a few changes to Percy Shermer in order to make sure it is as safe as possible for when the children return on the 1st of June. And in a moment, I'm going to walk you around your classrooms and you're going to see the changes that the teachers have been putting into place. We'll talk through how you come into school, how you walk around the school, and the additional safety measures Percy Shermer has put into place so we can all work together to make sure our school is as safe as possible. Shermer, to enable the children to return to school safely, is we're staggering the start and end times of the day. If your child is in Year 6, their start time is 8:30 and they finish at 2:45. If your child is in Year 1, their start time is at 8:45 and their end time is 3 o'clock. And if your child is in reception, their start time is 9 in the morning and we finish at 3:15. And I'll show you in a moment the places you drop off and you pick up your children in the morning. Year 6 children are to use the same gate as before. It's an 8:30 start and they finish at 2:45. I'm sorry, but parents will not be able to come onto site.
Hello Year 6, when you come into school, again your classrooms are going to look a bit different. We have had to follow the social distancing guidelines. And as you can see here with the students we have in school today, you will be sat at individual tables. On those tables, you will have all of your resources. And the teachers have made packs for you, and you will not be sharing those things. In order to keep yourself even safer, we're also asking you do not bring school bags in. What you will need to bring in, as Mrs. Murad has already mentioned, is a water bottle with your name on. That will then be taken home and you will clean it at the end of each day. Your school day will look slightly different. In Year 6 you start at 8:30 and you finish at 2:45. As well as that, you will also have different play times and dinner times. The children you learn with in this classroom will be the children you go to play with and the children you go to lunch with. You will not be mixing with other children from different groups. You remain within this group. That way we can keep you as safe as possible.
So at the end of the day, what we are asking parents to do for Year 6 children is come in the normal way. However, through these gates here, your child will be lined up with their class teacher, and again, adhering to social distancing rules, your child will be released to you. But we do ask that parents do not come onto site. Your child will be released to you from the playground into this area here if you are Year 6. Thank you.
And in Year 1, we're asking that you drop off children at 8:45 using the gate that you can see here, which is next to the Year 2 classrooms. If you could queue up please outside the school gates, an adult will collect your child and then put them into their correct group. We collect the same way.
It is now going to look a little bit different. You will not be able to fit all of your friends into one classroom. A group of children will come together and be taught by the adult in this room. And as you can see, we've had to set the desks up slightly differently just to make sure we're still social distancing and keeping a space apart. As well as making sure we stay apart on our desks, the teachers have got ready for you packs. And in those packs are all the resources you need for your day's learning. This is what will be in your pack. You'll have a selection of pencils, pens, glue sticks, scissors, anything that will help you with your maths as much as possible. But these are your things and you will be keeping them safe.
Another thing we're doing to ensure schools are as safe as possible is making sure social distancing rules are adhered to in the corridors. And you can see the teachers have been marking out the 2-metre distance in the corridors, lovely modelled there by the teachers, and then how you go into dinner. And the dinner hall is also being mapped out to ensure children are kept safe at all times.
When dropping off reception children, we ask that you queue outside the reception gate. Your start times are 9 in the morning until 3:15 in the afternoon. An adult will take your child and then they will be sent to their classroom.
When you come back to school, your classrooms might look a little bit different. We've minimised the resources in each area so that we can clean them easily. We've got just a few pencils and scissors and pens to use. We've got a minimal amount of blocks, Small World and books.
So when your children return to Percy Shermer, things will look different, but we'll have signs all the way around the school reminding children of the correct behaviour, how we keep clean and hygienic at school, the best ways to wash our hands, and which ways we walk around the school to make sure we all stay safe. So as Mrs. Murad said at the beginning of this video, these are very challenging times, and I hope just by us showing you the changes we've made, for some parents it's helped make your mind up. If you do have any further questions, please contact us here on this email address, contact@Percy Shermer, and a member of staff will be able to answer any other further questions you have. Be safe everyone, take care, and I hope to see you all soon. Bye bye.